All right, welcome everybody to another day of Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 pre-qualifying tournament here in Mexico City at the Gimnasio Juan de la Barrera, ahead of the game between Korea and Mali, a pivotal game in Group A. Korea arriving 0-2 in their first two games. Mali 1-1, having defeated Venezuela and having lost to Czechia, the other two teams of Group A that will play later on tonight. As we take a look at the starting lineup for Mali with Sira Tinu, Fatoumata Sanou, Alima Dembele, Dieneba Ndiaye, one of the most important players for this Mali squad, coached by Mr. Umaru Sidilla. Andres Schimmelman on hand here alongside me, Mr. Lee Hall. Lee, a pleasure to be here with you ahead of this very, very interesting game that's coming up.
Thanks, Andres. Really looking forward to it. Korea has been kind of a mystery this week, as we can talk more about that after we take a look at their starting five.
For sure, with Ji-hoon Heo, Ji-hoon Park, Sohee Lee, Jisoo Park, the most prominent figure of the Korean squad, number 7, and Hae-ran Lee, the coach is Soo-hoo Park. And yeah, you were saying a bit of mixed results for Mali, not so good for the Asian team, Lee.
Yeah, Korea, they had gone 2-3 in the FIBA Women's Asia Cup in 2023. They finished 2-3 and 5th overall, including a loss to New Zealand, who we'll see later on today. So they were kind of on a down slope, and then they've come here and gone 0-2. They blew a sizable lead on Monday against Venezuela and lost that one 84-78, and then lost to Czechia by 13. So they really need to pick themselves up. They really sure would like to come out of here with the win. And as you mentioned before the game started, if things fall their way, they still have a chance to make it to the semifinals.
They do. They would need to beat Mali to win this game by 15 or more, and then have Czechia beat Venezuela. So they're still not out of it, despite those two losses, as you mentioned. And for Mali, the situation is a bit more hopeful, if you will. They just need to beat Korea in this game, and they would be in the semifinals. Or they do have another chance with a loss, and then the Czechia-Venezuela game comes into play. But we'll get to that in a little while. A lot of fans here in the stands from both teams. A lot of people already, Lee, in our YouTube chat that are voicing their opinions and cheering on the respective squads. A lot of Mali flags, a lot of Korean flags as well. So we are in good company.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's a pretty cool thing to have people all over the world joining us for these games, and we're hoping for some good action today. We've had a few blowouts. Mali beat Venezuela by 20. We had another kind of a lopsided game last night. So we're hoping for a really good game here. Obviously, everything is on the line here. You play your first 2 days, things are still up in the air, but this is it. You either,
for sure,
you've got to win today. And for Mali, it's a good feeling to know that if they win, they're in. So they're taking care of, all they have to do is take care of business. Korea needs a little help. I mean, and even if Mali should lose, they could still get in conceivably, but they win, they're in. That's pretty easy, right? You control your own destiny that way.
Exactly. All right, we're getting ready to tip off here from Mexico City, and away we go. Mali with those green uniforms, and Korea all in white with the dark stripes on the side, and already getting their first offensive possession, the penetration and the missed layup. Korea trying to run counter-attack, and Ji-hoon Park with the assist. And the first bucket of the game goes to Sohee Lee, the player out of BKN Sum. Balayera switching it across, and the three-point attempt from Ndiaye is off the mark, but Mali does get an offensive rebound, and Ndiaye here she gets called for the offensive foul. Lee, we are looking at one of the most important players for this Mali squad, averaging 18 points per game in this tournament so far, number 50.
Yeah, she's very highly thought of. She averaged almost 12 points a game in the 22 World Cup. So she's got experience and she's a big scorer. She had 21 against Venezuela in the last game. So they need her to really step up here today.
Certainly, as Mali does get a steal, they run the court, but Balayera misses the layup. The tallest player of the Mali squad, 191, the height for Diana Balayera, but she could not use it to her advantage there. Mali will repossess from the baseline. A nice crossover by Fatoumata Sanu, who draws the foul. And she will go to the line.
She's struggled scoring-wise in this tournament so far. 0 for 5 against Venezuela last game, and then just 1 for 8 against Czechia. So she would definitely like to get in the scorebook here today and give her team a lift. She hasn't really contributed much offensively.
Yeah, and as you point out, Lee, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, so those struggles continue for Fatoumata Sanu. Mali still looking for their first point. Here is Korea on the attack. Oh, a slip by Ji-Hoon Hill. And a couple of turnovers already early on in this game for both sides. Sanu looking for the ball. She gets it on the top of the key. Right, there's a pass. That's a terrific pass. One of the better assists of the day, I'm sure, for the first bucket for Ndiaye. A nice drop pass for Ji-Soon Park. The first points for number 7, who averages 17 a game, leading scorer for Korea.
The defense didn't do a very good job of reacting to her there. She was wide open.
Yep. Balayera, the ball for Tienu, trying to use her strong hand, but good defense on that one by the Korean side, who now run the floor 3-on-2, but a nice steal, or at least a deflection from Ndiaye. South Korea repossessed. They got 10 seconds on the shot clock. They swing it out, and the three-pointer is off. A little bit too much pressure on the ball there on the part of Lee, who gets called for the foul.
Yeah, really no reason to foul that far away with this early in the game. Just, it doesn't hurt you now, but those things pile up and they do hurt you later.
First couple of minutes here in Mexico City. We remind you, only the winner of this pre-qualifying tournament will have a chance to make it into the 2026 Women's World Cup that will be played in Germany. We got one tournament here as with a nice score by Alima Dembele to tie the game 4-4. We got one tournament here in Mexico City and one over in Rwanda. We'll have two teams coming out from these pair of tournaments.
Both teams still trying to open. Find a rhythm here.
Yeah. And they let her shoot, Lee. They let Sanu shoot, and she made them pay for it.
Yeah, that's pretty good rhythm right there. We were talking about finding rhythm.
Exactly. On the attack is Haran Lee. She's going to draw a foul. The first one whistled on the African nation.
This Korean national team has fallen pretty quickly. We mentioned the disappointing finish in the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. This national team made the 2020 Olympics, and here they are 0-2 in this pre-qualifying round.
Yeah, they've certainly struggled. First bucket is in for Hyaden Lee, 21-year-old out of Samsung Blue Minx at a club level. A lot of pressure from South Korea, but a good find by Sanu, and Ndiaye on the second try gets the bucket. A drive by Ji Hyun Park, and that's going to be a ball for Mali.
Apparently a little too aggressive on that move on the block.
Already a nice couple of plays by number 4, Lee Fatoumata Sanu, with the three-pointer, with a good assist. Showing off her skill set here early on, as Dembele played it for Tienu, who couldn't cash in. This is Heo with a left hand, but misses the layup. Balayera goes.
They go inside again to Ndiaye, and that's obvious that they want to go to her and make use of her skills down low.
At the line after the
She's got that unique free throw shooting style where she starts a step behind the line, steps in, and shoots. A little pressure now, full court from Mali.
and trying to do what Korea had been executing earlier on. Here is Lee Soo Kang, open three, but Park can't cash in, and that's going to be, again, ball for Mali.
And a foul. I think they got a foul on the rebound.
Oh, and that's going to be free throws, Lee.
Now, we said those fouls pile up pretty quick, Andres, and they already have for Korea.
Yeah, it didn't take long for that comment to pan out.
Fatoumata Sanu is new to the national team. She was just called up last year during the Afro Basket Championships.
Will make sense because she's just only 20 years old, so a lot of promise for Mali's point guard. That's a good find inside for Lee. They rotate it out. Once again, three-pointers off. They will get another chance after the offensive rebound. But so far, they are not going down. And not that one as well for Lee Soo Kang. 3 opportunities, Lee, from deep.
Yeah, nothing to show for it, but great effort on the offensive glass that time.
A lost ball for Kang. Another turnover for the Korean side, who are now trailing by 4.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of passing backwards on a fast break like that. I just.
Sanu once again, the drop pass. And another offensive board. But Haidara cannot convert. Missed opportunities for both sides, really, as Park finally puts one in.
She had a big game against Czechia, 20.7 rebounds.
Haidara down low in the paint. The colorful head of hair, half of black, half of pink. She draws the foul.
Yeah, you don't have to see her number on her jersey to know who that is, right?
You are right, my friend. You're right.
That's actually helpful for us as broadcasters.
No question. No question. Let me just check that it was Ji Hyun Shin with the 3-pointer earlier, number 1 for Korea. But a much-needed bucket at that, as they had gone 0 for 5 before that one. As Dauda Sai says, go the Eagles, with the Mali flag showing her support. Way off the mark here for Korea, with substitutions. And the long 3-pointer by Kang is off. Mali gets a chance to run. It's 3-on-3. Strong to the bucket went Ndiaye. And what was the call?
Pretty courageous play there by Hejian to try and draw the charge down low.
For sure. For sure. There was no foul in the end. Now, Mali work their way towards the free throw line once again. This is starting to be a pivotal factor in this game, Lee. Mali driving to the basket and forcing a lot of fouls.
Yeah, we saw that in a game last night, and I'm sorry they're all kind of blending in, but we had one team that had 10 free throws in the first quarter.
So important. We say it time and time again. The free throw advantage, free throw percentage, so crucial in any sort of basketball game, but also internationally. As here is Hejian with the ball. Passes it to Park. Nice find. Oh, and an open layup. That would have been a pretty play for the Korean side. Now Sissoko finding Asetu Sissoko. And wouldn't you know it, Lee, another foul. This time against Haidara, who will shoot free throws.
Yeah, Korea just can't defend without fouling inside. The athleticism of Mali and the movement, the strength is just kind of overpowering Korea on the inside so far.
And there you see them having a sort of a pep talk, right, between the 5 Korean players.
And that's proven to be a problem, Andres. They were outscored by Czechia 44-24 points in the paint, and they gave up 21 second chance points. So interior defense is not their strength.
Right. 2 minutes 20 left in the first. Mali up by 5. The final day of group play here in Mexico City. We'll have the semifinals on Saturday, the big final on Sunday. And with a missed 3, good leaping rebound by Haidara. 2-on-2 situation here. Good defense. The rebound picked up by Jisoo Park. Plays it up ahead. Korea running the floor. Open 3 for Lee Soo Kang, and she connects.
She was just 1 of 7 against Czechia, but comes up big there. And textbook operation of the fast break by Korea.
Right. Trying to answer with a 3 of their own. And an offensive board by Mama Cisse, playing in Tenerife in Spain, but now delivering for her country. Pass inside to Jisoo Park. They always look for number 7, offensively speaking. The Koreans, good piece of dribbling. And the open pass to Kang, who connects once again. 2 for 2 in the last 2 possessions.
Keep going to her.
Well, you know, Lee, when a shooter is hot, you gotta find her no matter what.
That's right. Keep riding it. It's just like Mali at this end. Keep attacking the basket and trying to score from the inside, because Korea has not been able to stop them so far.
And
keep doing it until they can figure it out how to stop it. And another one, a heat check for Lee Soo Kang.
That's right. 3 for 3, 9 points, 3 out of 5 from the line, but 3 in a row. And of course, that forces the timeout from Sidiya, the Mali head coach, as they continue to find Lee Soo Kang.
That's the beauty of the game today. 3-point shooting like that can get you right back in it when you're down.
All right, back here. And we got some comments here from our YouTube viewers. Abdul Rozak said, good Kang in Korea for sure. Talking about Lee Soo Kang. And a lot of cheering being made for the 30-year-old number 11.
She hit 5 threes in that win over Venezuela in game 1, Andres, and she has come out strong here after going just 1 of 7 from the floor in the game against Czechia. 3 straight threes for Lee Soo Kang.
And Korea has the lead, 18-16. Final couple of possessions of the first quarter. 3-pointer is off by Azetu Sissoko. That ball hit the top of the backboard. So Korea will have the last possession with 15.6 on the clock. Ejian with possession. Looking for Park. Extra pass. Kang off the window, misses. And that's going to be it for the first quarter. Lee with a 18-16 being our score in favor of Korea, who were down during most of this opening 10 minutes, but they found that stretch from Lee Soo Kang to take a 2-point lead.
Yeah, a 9-2 run.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Already back here. Second quarter action. It's Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 pre-qualifying tournament. Mexico City at the Gimnasio Juan de la Barrera. Andres Chimelman alongside Lee Hall. Already the first couple of possessions not being able to score both teams. So this 18-16 score continues. Good catch by Jisoo Park down on the baseline. She manages to find a way to shoot, scores, and gets fouled for a three-point play.
Yeah, that's just the beauty of Jisoo Park. She's played pro ball in the States, and she's just big and strong and able to come through with that one. Korea was 1 for 8 from three-point range until Lee Sul Kang hit those 3 in a row.
Park extends the lead for Korea to 5. 17 points per contest for her, playing over at Galatasaray in Turkey. Sissoko having troubles with her handle. Sira Tienu with 5 seconds. Tienu and a moving screen called against Mama Cisse.
Andres, it's a 12-2 run right now for Korea.
Wow.
Going back to the first quarter.
Right. Yeah, those 3 threes by Kang and this three-point play by Jisoo Park. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, 4 straight three-point plays the old-fashioned way on the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, missed opportunity there.
Again, more offensive rebounds for Korea, but they're not connecting when they get the ball.
Oh, that's a nice finish, difficult finish too, by Alima Dembele. Another chance to run for Mali. 4-on-3. Out.
She got the call there, Andres, but I thought she had Ndiaye open there, but maybe not.
No, you're right. I think you got a point there. You say one of those other Mali players performing in Spain, just like Dembele over at Badalona. Well, that pass was going absolutely nowhere. That's going to be over and back. And another turnover.
I believe that's the 5th turnover now for Korea.
Yeah, at least. 2-point game. Korea 21, Mali 19. Cisse switches it for Tienu. Trying to post up Cisse. A weird angle for her to get the shot off. She was able to nonetheless and pick up another foul.
Yeah, that's an incredibly tough angle, but she was somehow able to split the two players and get the shot off and get to the free throw line. So a great play.
So up next,
yeah,
Lee, go.
Oh, I was just going to say she had 6 points, 8 rebounds in last night's game.
Right. Always contributing. And it's a tie game, 21 apiece. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the second. Ejian, she got tripped up. No, she traveled. It's the call by the ref. And you can add another turnover.
I said last night's game, Andres, of course, these teams played Tuesday night. It's been a whirlwind of basketball, so sometimes it's hard to keep track of all of it, especially at my age.
Right. I'm with you. Yeah, we got Czechia, Venezuela coming up after this game, and then the 2 games on Group B. It'll be New Zealand, Mozambique, and finally Mexico, Montenegro. That game will be for first place as Korea scores and goes back on top. The score by Ji-Hyun Park. Because Lee, as you well know, but just to tell our fans, both Mexico and Montenegro are 2-0 in Group B, so they are already in the semifinals. New Zealand and Mozambique already eliminated.
That was a really nice shot fake by Ji-Hyun Park. And now another 3.
By who? None other than Lee Sul Kang.
Let me guess. Lee Sul Kang now with 12. 4 3-pointers.
On fire. Absolutely on fire, Lee Sul Kang. Making her Sabrina Ionescu impersonation here.
She's 4 of 8 from 3-point range, so she missed her first 4, and now she's made 4 straight.
It's amazing, right? How a shooter can get in the zone, like Kang is certainly right now in. This is Park. Almost lost it. Park finds Ji-Hyun Shin. A long 3-pointer in and out. In a discoordinated game right now. Not a lot of inside presence for both. Mali had their offensive rebound, but it ricocheted off of Tienu. This is going to be possession for South Korea. Some comments here from our fans. Isi-san saying, go Mali. Angela Tanucic says, come on, Mali girls. And Web ZZB says, Giannis Park Kumpo. Sort of referencing Giannis Antetokounmpo with Jisoo Park. Here she is, number 7. Long three, that's also in and out. That would have made Korea go up by 8. Would have been the largest lead.
Mali was having success inside. They've kind of gotten away from that until right now, unable to finish, but they did go back inside at any rate.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Lee. 2 shots from point blank range, they just missed. They're going to get a third chance as that ball was last touched by Ji-Hyun Park. Trying to put Balayera free. They get it into Tienu. The baseline cut. They didn't see Ndiaye. Here, she picks it up, number 50. Ndiaye had a little bit of luck there. Balayera. They got to shoot it. They got to put it up. And Ndiaye at the buzzer.
Well, there's your experienced player.
Park switching it across inside for Jisoo Park. Great ball movement there by Korea, and they find the giant. 198 for Jisoo Park. Ndiaye, good pass for the cutting Balayera, who misses but picks up her own rebound. Good stretch of play here for both teams. Good entry pass as well, and the turnaround score for Mali by Sara Tienu. Kang finally missed one, Lee, on the previous.
I have the score from the website as 28-26 Korea.
Yeah. Yeah. And now it's tied after the offensive board by Cisse. And just having a little bit of trouble with the graphics. But as Lee says, it's 28-28. After a good run by the Mali side. All starting, Lee, with that 3-pointer at the buzzer by Ndiaye.
Yeah, big player, big shot. She's played professionally, of course, in Mali, as well as Spain, Morocco, and England. And came up with a big shot there. Mali had been kind of quiet offensively. I guess it seemed like they were quiet anyway after Lee Sul Kang hit 4 threes in a row. Mali coming off a 3rd place finish at last year's Afro basket competition, going 4-1. And Mali's had great success in the lower levels. 8-time African champs in the FIBA Africa U16 championships. And they finished 5th at the U19 World Cup last year. So a lot of talent coming up through the ranks for Mali.
Yeah, they got a young team, a very young team. Only 2 players, Lee, older than 24. Precisely Ndiaye, 27, and Balayera, 28. The rest, 24 and under. That talks volumes about what you were saying, the prospects of the future of this nation on the women's basketball side. Trying to work our way around them so we can continue on with the game. But what have you seen so far here in a quarter and a half almost?
Well, it's a great back and forth game. I kind of felt like it started off a little bit slow, but obviously the great 3-point shooting by Lee Sul Kang, missing her first 4 and then hitting 4 in a row. And then Molly responding to that. You know, it looked like it was going to go one way, and then Molly has battled back a little bit. A 3-pointer of their own from Ndiaye. And most of their scoring has been inside. But a nice recovery by Molly. So really a good game so far. I thought Korea's interior defense got a little better after Molly was able to exploit that early. So both teams making adjustments. Hopefully we'll get the clock thing figured out here pretty quickly.
Yeah. In the meantime, if it's okay with you, we can update the scores on the other pre-qualifying tournament being held in Rwanda, where earlier on today Senegal beat Philippines, Hungary beat Brazil, but a couple of minutes ago Argentina, very dear to my heart at least, beat Lebanon 60-49 to advance to the semifinals. And Great Britain is beating Rwanda 43-23 on the final game over in that tournament. Once again, Saturday the semifinals will take place, Sunday the final, and only one team, only the winner, Lee, will advance to the qualifying tournaments for the World Cup when it looks like we're ready to get back underway.
Yeah, it's kind of like buying a lottery ticket, but somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to advance to that qualifying tournament in March of 2026 and have a shot at going to the World Cup in Berlin.
Yeah, that's the price. And here is Park. Jisoo Park lost it. And 2 players going down, no foul. It stays with Korea. And they're going to have 5 seconds on the 24.
Good hustle here by both players. And I like that. 2 players going for the ball. Don't call a foul because they're, you know, the contact is mutual. So good no call there.
I'm with you.
Mutual contact.
Well, they do have to hurry. They put it in nicely to Heji An. Switching it across. Oh, what a play. Terrific 3 from So-hee Lee.
And that's the first 3 for Korea by someone not named Lee Seul Kang.
Tienu on the drive. 2 points for Mali. Trailing by 1. Ji-hyun Park. Looking to Jisoo Park. Back wide for Shin. To the top of the key. So-hee Lee misses an offensive board for Park. A rare sight for Korea, but they can take advantage.
You don't see that very often from Jisoo Park. A wide open rebound attempt there. Shot off the rebound and missed it.
On this side, more free throws coming for Mali. Jisoo Park committing the foul there. Oh, it's whistled on Heji-an, number 2. Could have been both. Lee, you take your pick.
Yeah, that's why the referees get the big money. I wouldn't trade it with them for anything.
Balayera goes 1 for 2. Final 2 minutes of this first half. Ji-hyun Park finds Jisoo Park from deep, and she's got range as well.
Six 3-pointers now for Korea.
Tienu. He said back to Tienu. They want to post up. The veteran NVIA, and she gets the roll.
Yeah, she had the height advantage down there. They took advantage of it.
Nice give and go. Heji-an from Hee-jun Park. Excellent score for Korea. Retake the lead.
The offenses have kind of taken over here in the latter stages of the second quarter.
For sure. And we are all the better for it. It's a pretty game.
Right.
As we get into the final minute, Tienu's going to have to put it up. Oh, and she got fouled, Lee. Oh, and Korea's committed a ton of fouls, but this one might have been the worst.
Yeah, the one on the other side of half court in the opening minute wasn't real good either, but no, you never want to foul the shooter behind the throw. I mean, just let them shoot it. If they make it, they make it. You see so many 3-point shooters get fouled like that, and if she made it, it's a 4-point play opportunity. So just, I just think you're really hurting yourself by doing that. So instead of a miss, she's going to shoot 3 free throws.
13.5 points per game in this tournament for Sira Tienu, playing for center Hirondelle. Again, just 20 years old, part of this new core of the Mali national team. Korean fans in our YouTube channel, in our YouTube chat, voicing their displeasure after those fouls. Lee, as Heji-an goes coast to coast. One of those
Well,
comments.
the danger when you're struggling is to try and do too much and do things that in the end hurt your team rather than help them.
Right. A quick timeout by Soho Park, the Korean coach, maybe to draw up a final play, or one of the final plays of this first half, as we got 45 seconds to go. Here you see the leading scorers for Korea. Two of those 4 threes, Lee Soo Kang, then it's Jisoo Park, and so he leads the top 3. Some Korea fans in Mexico City enjoying the game. Once again, Korea needs to win this game by 15 or more and have Czechia beat Venezuela to advance to the semis. They are winning, but just by 1 point, Lee, so they need to increase that lead before the game is over.
They've made 7 threes so far. In the last game against Czechia on Tuesday, they were 3 of 16 behind the arc. They get an inside bucket here.
Yeah, a great play out of timeout. Well drawn up, really. Ji-Hyun Park gets the 2, and they post up Cisse, who misses. A 3-point lead for Korea, and they can hold for 1. But they want to go quickly, and Jisoo Park gets the and 1.
What a great play by Jisoo Park, again showing you her strength, but her determination too. She almost gets it taken away. She grabs it and stays with it. 14 points against Venezuela, 20 in the second round game against Czechia. She's in double figures now with 12, looking to add another one to that.
Oh, can't convert the 3-point play old-fashioned style. And the last possession is going to go to Mali. No, they lost the ball. They lost possession. Kang, Park. Oh, she had an open 3, but wanted to give it to Jisoo Park.
Yeah, if she would have held up, if she would have faked that pass, she would have been even more wide open from 3.
Yeah. 2.9 to go, a slip and a foul. They call the foul. Mali does have a foul to give, so I don't think this will be free throws. We'll check the signal from the referee with 1 second to go. Well, she was going the other way, so I don't think she was shooting. Yeah, right. No free throws here. 1 second. They got to put it up. Park is short, but Korea are doing their part in this quest that they have to get into the semifinals. They are leading by 5, 40-35. They need to win by 15 or more to have any sort of hope. But Lee, so far so good. What do you say?
I like how they have come out here after a couple of disappointing losses. Korea looks much better, and obviously when you're hitting threes, you look really good, Andres. But you can see the 3-point shooting there, 7 of 21 from 3-point range. Again, they were 3 of 16 in last game from 3-point range. So a big lift from behind the arc for Korea.
All right. Well, we'll be back with all the action here from the Gimnasio Juan de la Barrera from Mexico City. Halftime break between Korea and Mali. The first of a 4-game slate we got for you. Czechia and Venezuela up next. Then New Zealand, Mozambique, and finally Mexico, Montenegro, our slate. So stay tuned for more.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good. whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability. We are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin,
basketball
can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
All right, we're back here at the Gimnasio Juan de la Barrera. Second half action, minutes away from starting, Lee. We got Korea up by 5, needing to win by 15 or more. And we got Mali that need to turn the score around if they don't want to depend on what happens between Czechia and Venezuela.
Yeah, and really, what did you say that Korea has to win by 13? So really, Mali doesn't have to win. I mean, you could lose and still make it, but obviously they want to win and just take care of business here this afternoon. They have done a great job inside on the offensive glass. 9 offensive rebounds for Mali, good for 11 points, 11 second chance points. And on the other side, Korea, 7 of 21 from 3-point range, 4 of those by Lee Sul Kang. So that's 33% from 3-point range, which is like shooting over 50%, of course, from 2-point range. So they're really shooting it well from 3-point range, and those 4 straight from Lee Sul Kang really picked this team up and put them in a good spot. Obviously, they're going to have to pick it up just a little bit more after the half. And that's going to start defensively and doing a better job on the glass, keeping Mali off the offensive glass this half.
Mm-hmm. And there's one of the reasons why Mali has been so dominant on the glass. Mama Cissé, 183 for the teenager, the 19-year-old, playing for Tenerife in Spain.
Korea has gone to 16 straight World Cups, Andres, dating all the way back to 1964, and that's almost as long ago. I was here just before that, a year before that. So that's how long that streak has gone. It's gone on forever, and that's at stake here for Korea. So, there's that legacy that these Korean players have in their background. They want to keep that tradition going. It's gonna be tough. I mean, they've got to win by 13, and they need some help tonight. But they're still in it. So when I'm not knowing about a lot about the international game, I thought coming in, well, they're 0-2. What do they care? But I've been educated, and I know now that there's a lot at stake here for them, even at 0-2.
That's a terrific point, Lee. Terrific point. Going back to history, and checking what it means for these countries, both on the men's and in this case on the women's side. So, yeah, we'll see what these ladies can do in the second half. It's already underway. Korea up by 5 to begin the second, and a quick foul.
8 seconds in, and we get our first whistle.
Yeah, but this is an offensive foul on Lima Dembele. Let's see what happened.
Moving screen.
Korea going quickly with Hejian. This is the sharpshooter, Kang. Jisoo Park playing with her back to the basket, now facing frontwards. Good steal. Trailing on defense. And Ndiaye with the score quickly for Mali. Goes to double figures now. Gieneba Ndiaye, 11 points for her. As Park goes to Lee Soo Kang. Jisoo Park wants it in the post. There she is. Good read.
Another turnover.
The anticipation by Ndiaye. Almost over and back there for Mali, but they keep it in play. Tianu sort of like lobs it, but it's a bad pass.
Should have passed it back out to the perimeter and started over.
Oh, wide open.
She couldn't believe how open she was.
Ji-Hyun Park with the bucket. Lead back up to 5. So there you see, it's an interesting stat, as you referenced it, Lee, before, the points in the paint. It's pretty even now. It's Korea 16 and Mali 20.
Yeah, it was pretty lopsided on Mali's favor early. But... Here you get a look at NDIA. One basketball writer called her a basketball maestro, and she is magical out on the floor. And there was Ji-Hyun Park. She got the ball, turned around, and was like, "Where are all the defenders?" She momentarily surprised, and then was like, "All right, here we go," and scored.
Well, one of our fans here, Amadou Cissé, has another term, diamant bleu, a blue diamond, talking about NDIA. So all sorts of praise.
I like that. A blue diamond.
A blue diamond.
He is very special.
3.6 seconds here. Oh, Sohee Lee was open. They didn't see her. Now they're going to have to put it up. Oh, and they ran out of time. Ji-Hyun Park, the 24-second violation.
You would think that with the shot clock always in effect, that players would be cognizant of it at all times. But when you're out there in the heat of battle, you get caught up in it. Sometimes it just, it's just not on your mind.
Open floor for Mali. As they pick it back up. The short 3. So it's right back where we started the second half. It's a 5-point edge for Korea, 42-37. 2.5 minutes gone by. Here alongside Lee Hall, bringing you all the best of the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 pre-qualifying tournament for Mexico City. Up next, Czechia, Venezuela, wrapping up Group A play. Mexico and Montenegro already in the semifinals, having qualified for Group B. They will play later on to see who is first and who is second of the group. As a good steal here by Korea, and they run the floor with Sohee Lee. Oh, a great block! Fantastic read by Haidara.
Did a nice job of getting back, but commits the foul.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Foul with the body there.
I didn't hear the whistle at first, Lee, but looked like a good block, but she might have got a piece of it too.
Yeah, she definitely got her with the body there, so. It was an outstanding effort to get back, though, and make the block for sure.
Sohee Lee, 24 years old, playing for BNK Sum in her home country. The footwork, and trying to square her body. And she connects from the foul line. There you see the free throw percentage for Mali. Lee just 54%, 11 for 21 at the line.
Yeah, that's going to cost you games. And that was Haidara with the ball in the backcourt. Not sure. Didn't think she was a point guard type, but kind of an unforced error there, picking up her dribble away in the backcourt like that.
And an offensive foul here for Korea. One of those moving screens that Lee was referencing earlier. This time for against the Asian team. Dembele to the right for Fatu. So Lee running the floor. She's got an open teammate. She finds her. Oh, and she couldn't connect from three. It was Hairan Lee. Well spotted though by the point guard Lee. Sissoko. One pass and the three. Who else but Diaye, who asked to be substituted. Lee, we just saw her point to the bench.
She's got 14 now. That was her second three of the game.
We'll check her status because she just signaled to the bench that she wants to be taken off, and there she goes to the bench.
Well, we haven't talked about it much in this game. I don't know that we have at all, but the altitude is definitely a factor at over 7,000 feet. That's I've never been to Mexico City, but I've been to Denver a number of times, and I know how that is, and that's only a mile high. This is about a mile and a half.
I was lucky enough to go to Mexico City, and trust me, it gets to you.
I mean, I huff and puff at sea level, so I can, you can only imagine what it's like when I get up in the mountain areas. Oh my goodness.
Sanu bringing the ball up. Good tap in. Almost getting the steal was Ji-Hyun Park. Sanu. And they get a jump ball. We'll see which way the arrow points to.
Hairan Lee with the great quick hands here to get in there, get the ball and not draw a foul. That's an excellent play. Both teams kind of quiet offensively here. And three from Ndiaye kind of broke up the monotony, but it's been a while before that, since anyone had scored.
Yeah, for sure. Always present. Angela Panurtis saying go, go girls, showing her support here in our YouTube chat section. We appreciate all the comments, all the feedback. We thank you for tuning in to this
Oh, nice drive and give. Aaron Lee with the bucket and going to the free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play here. Seven-point lead now for Korea. Nice drive that time by Fatoumata Sanu as she draws the whistle. And misses both free throws. She's had a tough time there. Just 1 for 6 at the line today. (47-40) our score. Korea leading Mali here in the third, just about midway through, just a little past the midway point here in the third quarter. This is Group A action. They called it the Group of Death. Venezuela was kind of the left out. Thought Czechia, Mali, and Korea were supposed to be the really tough teams, and Venezuela had that upset win over Korea on day one as we get a foul call here. This time, Diarra Sissoko taking it strong to the hoop. Mali, I'm sorry, excuse me. Being pretty aggressive trying to get to the hoop here. Get to the free throw line. Sissoko perfect at the line now, 3 for 3. Played college ball at Sam Houston, where she averaged 7 points a game in the States. Played at Salt Lake Community College in Utah. And a whistle and a lane violation, so that second attempt won't count. Korea up 6. They have to win by 13 or more, as we can see. Yeah, Haidara got in there a little bit too quickly. Korea's got to win by 13 or more and hope for some help. They have to win by 15 or more, I'm sorry, and Czechia would have to beat Venezuela for them to advance. And Daye drives, gives, but it's taken away. Korea in transition. Here's Lee Sul Kang with another three. Her 5th 3 of the game. She missed her first 4. Now she's got 15, and it's a 9-point lead for Korea. It's a 10-4 run by Korea here.
Well, Lee, I'm sorry to miss that Lee Sul Kang bomb, but what a game for her, and what a moment.
That's okay. I got really excited when she did it for you. I was trying to emulate your call, what it would have sounded like. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. She's really had quite a shooting game from 3-point range after missing her first 4. And that was a point I wanted to make earlier, Andres. That's a shooter's mentality. If you've ever seen the TV series Ted Lasso, it's an unbelievably great series, but Ted Lasso's coaching advice is have the memory of a goldfish, and they don't have a memory. So you just got to forget what happened a minute ago and just keep going. I love that, and that is what shooters do in basketball. Forget about it. They can miss their first 10. They're going to keep shooting because they know that it's going to average out, and you're going to get those back.
Yeah, I love that quote, and love that show.
I do
of
too.
course.
Yeah.
You gotta believe. You gotta believe, Lee.
Yes, you do.
All alone, and the layup is good, exactly for the one we were talking about, Lee Soo Kang. She goes to 17 points, and look at this, Korea up 11 points. We were saying, Lee, that they have to win by 15 or more, not 13, 15 or more, but they are right there on the edge.
Yep. It's a 12-4 run for Korea right now. You can see Geneva Ndaye with her hands on her knees. You know that you just wonder how it affects them. The elevation, and the fact that they played 3 games in 4 days. That doesn't help your fatigue factor much either.
Of course. Outside shot is off. Balaguera trying to get the rebound. She secures it for Mali. 2:19 left in the third. Korea wanting to go back to where they feel they belong, the World Cup. As our commentator Lee Hall has so eloquently put it, they've basically never missed one, or at least they haven't missed one in almost 40 years.
Well, Andres, I only know this because of my age, but it's been 60 years. 1964. Yeah, that's that 16 straight World Cup streak goes back to 1964. Believe me, I wish it was 40. Very, very much. I think it's a clerical error. I think somebody miscounted, but yeah, that's such an impressive streak. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Here's Sanu at the line. Goes 1 for 2. The lead is down to 10. And Lee Soo Kang, I think, is going to get a breather. Much needed breather for her. We'll maybe see her for the fourth quarter. Park. This is Sohee Park from the corner. Big time 3.
Her first basket of the game comes from 3-point range.
And how much damage has Korea done from distance, Lee, in this game?
That's 9 3-pointers now for Korea.
Yeah. Sanu answers with a 3 of her own. Good piece of dribbling. Park. Kick out. Inside for Jisoo Park. Jisoo lost it, got it back, trying to find the cutting teammate Sohee Lee, but she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, making some tough interior passes there. Just one too many that time.
Sanu with the ball. 1 minute to go in this third quarter. Sanu! Wow. She had confidence.
Not a good shot.
No.
Yeah, not a good shot there, though.
No. And this is going to be free throws for Korea after the foul on Diana Balaguera. Going to give the Asian team a chance to add to their lead. In the fourth quarter, lead is going to be very exciting because the number is going to be so crucial. If Korea wins, the difference is going to be so crucial.
Yeah, it's 10 now, so that that's a good place for them to be going into the fourth quarter, and they can add to it here.
Oh, in and out for Park.
Missed the first one.
Yeah.
Averaged 13 points a game in the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo. 4-time regular season MVP in the Korean Pro League. She is just a great star at age 25, but she missed 2 there. Those could end up being big.
Mm-hmm. Just as we have seen Mali miss so many free throws. Park there couldn't give some points to her team. This is 3-on-2 on the strong side.
Oh. Couldn't hang on.
Yeah, exactly. Ji Hyun Shin lost the ball when she was getting it back from her teammate.
A couple of missed opportunities in the final minute for Korea. Free throws and a fast break.
A 2-second difference, shot clock to game clock, but Korea recovers and they will get the last shot. It's a 3, and it's off the mark. Offensive board, and there she is once again, all by herself. Ji Hyun Park. Boy, has she been lucky in this game, Lee. She gives 2 points to Korea, who go to the fourth quarter up 57-45.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
All right, Lee, fourth quarter action about to get underway. 12 points, 9 boards by Jisoo Park. As Korea attempts to make it into the semifinals after starting this tournament 0-2. And a traveling violation on Maimuna Haidara.
$15 turnovers now for Mali. I would like to see better shot selection from them, and they really need to get out and guard that three-point line. 9 made threes for Korea in this game. Foul on Molly there on the pick and roll.
Park leaves it for Shin. Good
Oh,
pass
man. How can
inside.
How does Jisoo Park get that wide open?
Yeah, they both, the guard and the forward, they both went with the outside player, leaving the lane completely wide open. Offensive foul. And Mali has gotten out of sorts here, Lee. In the second half, and especially the start to fourth, they're already down 14.
Korea outscored Mali 17-10 in that third quarter. And that's such an obvious illegal screen. I can see it.
Shin, fake and drive. Kick out for Hijinan. Off the mark. Sanu with the ball. Oh, nice fake, but couldn't convert. Offensive rebound for Haidara. An open three. It's also off. Sanu with the offensive rebound and a missed layup. And another missed layup. And another one for Haidara. Well, how many chances is Mali going to waste?
I think that was it 3 or 4 misses on 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then the three-pointer at first. So yeah, 4 shots missed in one possession.
I think they've missed 20 shots in the lane by my count, Mali.
Wow.
They indicate it by X's on the shot chart, and there are so many of them, so tightly compacted, it's hard to count them all.
Right. Mali switching to zone defense here. But a lot of cutting being done by Korea to break that open, and Sohee Park. Well, she has come on, and she has done really well, Lee, with a three-pointer on this left side, and now this bank shot to go.
Yeah, she did not play in Tuesday's game, so a good lift from her off the bench.
Yeah. We are right at that threshold number for Korea. It's 61-47. They need to win again by 15 or more, and then hope that Czechia beats Venezuela. That game is coming up in about an hour.
Alima Dembele only 5 points after being in double figures in the first 2 games in Group A. That's 6 now for her.
Yeah, and she was in some pain earlier, so that might have something to do with it. Lee, once again, Mali here in the zone defense. Shin
trying to
gets inside. One pass and a nice score by Ji-Hyun Park.
She's got 10 now.
Haidara gets the foul.
Still a very active live chat on our YouTube channel. Over 4,000 folks watching us and 284 likes. So we appreciate you all being here with us from Mexico City.
Certainly do. It's getting to that point of the game where everything is on the line. And you see it here with Haidara missing free throws. Very tense situation. Of course, the Korean fans are being very, very loud right now in the chat as they are up by 14. Mali gets a steal. And Diaye runs the floor. Tanu misses three. Haidara with the board. The cutting in Diaye. They can't get it to her. They switch it to the right. Here is the Dembele. Another offensive rebound for Haidara, but they just keep on misfiring from close range.
Yeah, it's kind of been a theme throughout the game, Andres. They've gotten a lot of offensive rebounds, but not really anything to show for them.
And a three. Sohee Lee. And finally, Korea are over the threshold. They lead by 17. And now Korea running the floor. Lee. The fake, the drive, and the turnover by Sohee Park. Mali going the other way. Sissoko from the corner!
Oh.
And that's a potential 4-point play for the veteran Ndiaye.
It's okay to contest it, but you got to go under control. You can't run into them like that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is a foul on a three-point shot. Because even the good three-point shooters are going to miss 6 or 7 out of 10.
Lead back down to 13.
18 points for Ndiaye.
Yeah, you knew she was going to click on eventually. She's right at her number. 18 points per game in 2 games. Now in 3 games played. The 3rd best mark of this tournament. Sissoko, nice step
Euro
through.
step. Yeah. Pretty. Mali's not going to just give in and let them win by 15 or more. They're still battling.
All right. Final 5:30 of this game. Korea up by 11. Needing to win by 15 or more to stay alive. Lee Sul-kang plays it to Jisoo Park. He's got 2 on her, but still goes on the personal move and scores. What a move. Haidara, the up fake,
16.
and she gets around Park's defense.
Her first points of the game.
Park. Kang. The fake and the drive, but good defense. Quick hands by the Mali side. Sissoko banks it in. And 4 quick points by the African nation. As the lead is now down to 9. Kang! Oh! Almost rattles it in. That would have been number 6, right, Lee?
Yes, sir.
And missed by Haidara. Korea can run. It's 3-on-2. Lee Sul-kang passes up the chance to shoot. And it's going to be from the right and cashes it in. Ji-hyun Park. Back and forth we go. 12-point lead for Korea.
Three of the game for Korea.
Boy, we are so razor thin on this game. Korea needing to win by 15. Sissoko. Bad pass. Dembele was not settled in the post before the pass was thrown. Lee Sul-kang. She fires and she connects.
I don't know how the last one stayed out, but that one was pure. 6 threes in this game for Lee Sul-kang.
And a timeout by Mali. Exactly 15 right now, the lead for Korea. Exactly the number they need to hold in order to have a chance to make it into the semis. They need to have Czechia beat Venezuela in a game that's coming up in 45 minutes that we will also share alongside Mr. Lee Hall. But before that, it's the final 3:33 of this one.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin,
basketball
can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
All right, final 3:33 here in Mexico City at the Gimnasio Juan de la Barrera. The lead is exactly 15. Tanu. Diaye with a 3. Quick trigger, but no good. Jisoo Park with the board. He Lee between 3 and she got fouled. The final foul that Mali had to give Lee. Now both teams in the bonus.
Korea's really offensively aggressive in this one. Just relentless.
Park. He Lee. Baseline cut by Lee Sul-kang. inside with the bank shot. Oh, and she's done almost everything here. 22 points for Lee Soo Kang.
Just her second two-pointer of the game.
Almost everything from outside. Kang, Park, Lee. Back to Park. This is Jisoo Park. Facing up. Top of the key. Park. Bounce pass to Ji-hyun Park, who gets fouled. And Korea will have the chance to extend this lead of 17 points.
Great possession by Korea. If you work the offense, make passes, cut sharply, you do enough of that, the defense is eventually, hopefully if you're the offense, the defense won't be able to adjust and you'll get some kind of a break, just like they got there.
These points are so crucial. They give the cushion to Korea for this final 2-12.
Ji-hyun Park, a silver medalist at the 2018 Asian Games. Important free throw here. He's got 15.
The lead is 19 right now. Sissoko. Yara Sissoko with the ball. Switching to the left. Penetrating but missing the layup. Rebound for Jisoo Park, and this is looking more and more likely that Korea is going to be able to achieve the first objective, which is win by 15 or more. Park. 5 seconds. Ji-hyun Park. Jisoo Park for three. It's good!
Wow.
Sissoko bounce pass to Balayera, misses the layup. Korea is going to have the chance. Good pass inside, add 2 more points for none other than Lee Soo Kang, and Korea. Lee is going to have the chance to play on Saturday in the semifinals. It's 83-59. We're talking about a blowout now for the Asian team.
It's a 15-0 run for Korea. Just an incredible offensive effort from them. Lee Soo Kang with 24 points. She has 6 threes. 12 threes on the game for Korea. And they will be rooting for Czechia against Venezuela in our next game.
They will be rooting very,
Czechia
very
has to
hard
win that
indeed.
game. Czechia has to win that game. Korea's done their part, assuming they will hang on and win by more than 15 here. And look at the scoring. Lee Soo Kang with 24, Jisoo Park 16, Ji-hyun Park with 18. So-hee Lee added 10.
And a double-double figure for Jisoo Park, 19 and 12 boards. One minute, 11 seconds. It's basically a miracle for Mali. They would need to go quickly. They give it to Ndiaye, bounce pass. 2 quick points. But the lead is 22. They need to cut it by 7 or 8 points in this final minute. Korea playing keep away. And a foul. That's not what you want. Sanu with the foul.
Pretty impressive effort by Korea. That was it was a lot to ask to come up with a 15-point win here, but it looks like they're going to do just that and give themselves a chance after an 0-2 start to make it to the semifinals on Saturday.
Yeah. Terrific effort, really. Led by the outside shooting of Lee Sul Kang, but also with the two Parks, with Jisoo Park and Ji Hyun Park collaborating. A team effort from the Asian side. Free throws are good by Kang, who will get a much deserved celebration by her teammates' lead.
Incredible performance for Lee Sul Kang and for Korea.
Yeah. Sissoko inside. Dembele, this is just to decorate the score. Going to be a victory for Korea. 87, to 63. There you see the celebration. They needed to win by 15. They won by 24. Korea, after losing to Venezuela and Czechia, they beat Mali by 24 points, and they will be cheering on for the European side in a game that we will have for you in about a half hour.
Pretty incredible story, trying to keep 16 straight World Cup streak alive. It's still alive. They need some help coming up in game 2. Look at the assist for Korea. Lee Sul Kang leading all scorers with 26.
Yeah, the team photo celebrating the win. Well, phase 1 has been achieved for Korea. Now they need some help. You can already see the Czechian teams, the Czechian players and the Venezuelan players coming out to warm up. Here's the look at Group A, Lee.
Well, I would think Czechia would be favored in this upcoming game, not to take anything away from Venezuela and their effort this week. Just going by rankings and those kind of things. We'll see, though.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree 100%. But you know very well how these games sometimes go. You know, being the favorite is tough.
They thought the same thing about Venezuela and Korea on Monday, and we know how that turned out. So
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Some highlights here from the game that started on the right note for Mali, but it quickly turned around on that stretch of play where Lee Sul-kang converted four straight threes and basically started to tip the scales for the Koreans.